Good evening, everyone. Hope you all had a good week. Summer is almost upon us, which is good news for some and bad news for me. But, I'm happy that some people, some percentage of humankind in the world can enjoy warmer weathers for a bit, even if I can't. Playing more Pokemon today. We're going to start off by going and purifying the Pokemon we have in our sets. But then we're going to go peek in on Greevil. I think the last boss of the game is coming up soon. And I want to see... I'm certain that within 4 streams we'll definitely finish this game. But I think we could potentially do it too. We might have to grind a little more this stream if we aren't even able to beat Greevil in a Pokemon battle. But I appreciate it, Landon. Today has been an interesting day. Not as interesting as last night, where I didn't get to sleep until ungodly hours. And so I was a little scattered today, so I appreciate that you paid enough attention to care to notice that the number was wrong for the quantity of streams. Anyway, we're gonna see if we can even beat Greevil. If we can beat Greevil and call it a day, then I'm not opposed to this being the last stream. Even if I don't catch all the Shadow Pokemon, even if we wipe, heck, like, basically wipe, whatever. We'll see what we can do if we can beat Greevil or not. Because I can always save a save state if I want to go back and do it differently. I don't want to name you. Sorry, Beedrill. And believe you me, I intend to catch frickin' Lugia with a Master Ball. Because, well, it really depends on when Lugia shows up. If Lugia is the first Pokemon, then I'll probably Master Ball it. If Lugia is the last Pokemon after I beat all other 6, then it's possible I'll use the Master Ball earlier, because if it's just one Pokemon, even if they have spread moves, you could still pretty conveniently keep a team alive with items and might have a better chance to catch it with an Ultra Ball. Okay, that's even better. I had assumed Mirror B would get them, but that makes me even more comfortable just saying, screw it, let's beat this tiny old man, black and blue, and worry about it later once our Pokemon are higher levels. I'm not opposed to trying to catch a couple. Like, I really want the supplements. But other than that, it's really just up in the air. No, I don't want to give the Raticate a name. So yeah, we're going to pop our heads in. If we can do it, we can do it. There are a couple other games that I want to just do one-off streams of, but I also don't want to interrupt this series because I want to get it done before I move, so... Cool. I mean, we'll definitely use a save state, and we'll try to catch Lugia without Master Ball. Because being able to emergency eject Master Ball for another Pokemon would be convenient. Because Lugia's psychic flying, right? So being able to send out like Ampharos and I don't know, maybe Ampharos and Espeon. We'll see. They'll still have to fight Red Guy too, I think. That's who I modeled the stream thumbnail after. The color pattern was not a Pokemon this time, but I got a color picked to the colors of red and blue outfits, the 2 admins. And then if we have another stream, then I was going to do a combination of Greevil's colors. Because aside from Walrein, we've already done combinations of every Pokemon that I've had. And Walrein truly is basically just the same as Philo and Celio, though I think more white than green colored. The hard part is that the team full of Shadow Pokemon will have different will all have Shadow moves, but the typing is going to be a little bit problematic when everything's super effective. That's what makes this game interesting, the strength of Shadow Pokemon. Yeah. So I like every time I start overthinking, I'm like, well, isn't it best just to send out like brick wall Pokemon? So because I'm thinking that maybe Hariyama's Rock Throw is going to be a good enough justification to send it out against a bunch of flying types who are just going to know Shadow type moves that are super effective anyway. Starmie has Ice Beam. That's actually a tempting reason to stick Starmie in our team instead of Walrein. But I don't like the idea of swapping Pokemon out this late in the game. Level 41 though. And your stats are pretty good. Waterfall Ice Beam is not bad. We have Psychic, we can teach it. I think we have a Psychic TM. I think we got a second one. I mean, those stats are a lot better for only being 4 levels stronger, so maybe not. We'll probably keep Celio. It would be nice if we could teach it Ice Beam, though. Extending Ice Beam is 80 power or 90 power compared to the 65. And we'll definitely want to, if it's going to have a shot against the, I believe, Rhydon or Rhyhorn and PDA, Rhydon and Moltres. I guess it's a Marowak? No, it is probably a Rhydon. Does he not have a Salamence? No, he does. Probably. There is a Salamence at least. Because I thought this was roughly his team. I think he has Lapras. These two are both going to be scary, though. Tauros is just a heavy hitter, and Rhydon is going to have Earthquake, and is just going to spam that. And we're going to have to find some way to tough it out, because 3 of our team is very weak against ground. Anyway. Before I chicken out, we are going to teach Water Pulse to... Walrein. Because it doesn't seem like it's going to learn anything to replace Water Gun, and we need... I guess Water Pulse isn't even that much stronger. It'd be nice if it was like Bubble Beam. Anyway, Confusion might be good. If Bullet Seed wasn't hot garbage, I might teach it to something, but... Okay. Bullet Seed isn't explicitly hot garbage, it's just... inconsistent, and I'm confident that I would end up getting the least value out of it, least value possible out of it. Scyther's bug flying. I thought it was grass. I mean, you're bug flying, then you're tailor-made for Meditite. No worries. I am happy when people want to hang out. I don't expect people to want to hang out or be able to hang out for a long time. So obviously you have a life as a viewer of YouTube and are merely looking for entertainment in this disgusting world we live in. So happy you have the chance to watch stuff at work though. Or if you're not at work, unfortunate that your boss has access to you outside of work. Because that sucks. Okay, so we originally had purchased a bunch of items, but then ended up backing out of the save that we did. I mean, we have so much money. I mean, yeah, let's not try buying things before we go see what we're up against. Rip to your work-life balance if your boss can harangue you for things that apparently they didn't do. Yeah. Okay. Let's save here after having purified those Pokemon. Let's go over... I don't remember what this elevator leads to. I just want to see. That's what I thought. It's a later kind of thing. Well, let's go see what's behind door number 1. Well, that's nice. A little more training before we go up against the boss, potentially. Or this is just fancy show off, here's the boss. Okay, well.
Oh, now this is quite a surprise. You managed to beat Ardos. Of course, you have also beaten so many of my followers. Perhaps it's no surprise that you won. I must say that I haven't been this excited in a long time. I do have an appreciation for the strong, you see. However, I also cannot allow your interference. My Shadow Pokemon plan is nearing completion. So for the time being, I think we'll have you securely out of the way right where you are now.
Yeah. Cute. You have this barrier. Oh no, I guess I'm just gonna have to go around or something. Let's try dramatically walking away and see if someone else shows up. Yep. Okay. See, I was wondering when Gorgon was going to show up. Hey, glass walls have prevented protagonists from doing the right thing for decades in the world of video games. Just look up outside Xbox. Oh, I don't remember what this guy's voice was.
It's me again, kid. You know, it makes me kind of happy to see you since I've seen you so often. But the way you keep beating me, my cred's taking a beating, eh? So, Master Greevil gave me this one last chance to redeem myself, but this is it. If I lose this one, there's no tomorrow. Here goes!
Alright, well, let's see how much of a beating we're about to take. There was this old N64 game, Beast Wars game, that was a, like, it wasn't like a Street Fighter side, it was a 3D environment that you fought in. But this arena looks like a frickin' words. Beast Wars video game. Are you gonna surf? Don't tell me you're gonna surf. Could I have Shadow Balled? I guess I should have Shadow Balled. I don't think Ambrosius Thunder Punch is gonna do it. Yeah. Earthquake, you prick. Everyone and their dog just knows Earthquake, I guess. Earthquake is 100% a physical type move, so Light Screen is gonna help with this circumstance. Yeah. Okay. He reminds me of a gorilla, but that's because he's very top heavy and looks kind of like Discount Donkey Kong. Big ol' arms, tiny legs. Agron, that's a pain. It's a very good move. Agron is also probably gonna Earthquake, if I had to guess. Yeah, so let's just... Oh, you're not protecting, huh? Interesting. Steel resists Psychic, but I'm hoping that its special defense is low enough that that doesn't matter. And I was hoping Ampharos would be faster too, so... Got something out of that at least. We're probably going to lose Ampharos for another slash, though. It would be bad if they're going to bring out Walrein. Okay, cool. Dodge the bullet there. So I'm certain Ampharos' Thunder Punch will be able to take out Walrein. You couldn't at least surf spam? You couldn't at least surf spam. It's gotta be Earthquake. Screw you. Oh, fine. Fine, you pricks. Okay. Definitely send out Hariyama for the fighting type against the ice type. I want to save Swalot, though. I don't want to send out Swalot when there's a good chance that they have more Earthquakes before I'm ready to. Before I'm ready to status condition people. That's a Shadow Pokemon, right? Yeah. Ah, darn. Ice Beam, that's not scary. Okay, if it freezes isn't scary. It's always scary that they have the chance to freeze. Alright. We'll make our suspend point. Terrified always that I might accidentally load suspend point instead of create. We can try 2 hits on Poliwrath. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to be effective against a water fighting. Shadow Sky. Okay. Oh, flex on me because it knows Ice Beam. Is that what you mean? I mean, there's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. I can go... I don't think I have enough Poke Coupons. Frick. I don't know if I have enough Poke Coupons to go buy Ice Beam. If I did, or if I knew I did, I might consider it. I think it's 10,000. I don't know if I have quite that many. Okay, Walrein. Walrein's cooked from the weather. And I'm not opposed to just letting it die to the weather over time if it's just going to keep Ice Beaming Hariyama. Let's use Hariyama's turn to full restore. Just keep my boy in the game. Then Walrein, you can body slam Poliwrath, try to get the paralyze. That too. I mean, it's Poliwrath. There's not much to stop me from, or for me to stop Poliwrath from flexing. It's just, he's just gonna do what he's gonna do. You'd be like trying to stop him a champ from flexing, you know? Oh, you prick! You prick! Okay, well... We'll hit the Walrein before it gets another attack then. Thought I was going to take it out. Anyway. Mr. Mime! What a Pokemon. That might take out Walrein. Okay. So I imagine that Mr. Mime is going to have a really high special defense. I imagine it's going to have a high special defense. So let's try this. Shadow Storm is fairly strong. It's especially strong for a stretch move. Like that's its real crime. Yeah. We were all thinking it. That's so much more damage than I wanted to see. Let's see what the Rock Tomb does, if it even hits. Okay, we're gonna run that. If it misses again, we'll deal with it, but I'm not liking my odds if it misses again. That's kind of worse. That's kind of worse, actually. Okay. If we get a sing off, then we've definitely got it. If we don't get the sing off, then we're just kind of cooked. So what I'm going to try is a feint attack on Mr. Mime, which could just kill it. And I'm actually going to try Toxic on Poliwrath, because that's gonna hit. I could, and that's the backup plan. But I'm hoping with at least one status condition, assuming Swallow survives to Toxic, we can catch the Poliwrath and then maybe heal Swallow up. I don't remember if the different status conditions affect path rate differently, or if it is just being status conditioned. I'm gonna need more Ultra Balls before I try to fight the frickin' big boss. Okay, that's something. I was hoping it would use Shadow Sky, give me a break, but I think Houndoom is probably gone. No, wow. Okay. So just in case, we're going to use another Moo Moo Milk on Houndoom. And then we're going to Toxic again. Okay. Probably not worth it to charm. Swallow's probably gonna survive another Shadow Storm. If it doesn't, that's fine. Creates a spend point down here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have Swallow's Shockwave, which combined with Toxic might kill it, but that's why we have the suspend point. But again, I suspect Mr. Mime's special defense is very high. Done. Okay. Yeah, I certainly still have red admin, for sure, and then probably at least one other person. I didn't read what he said. I was just pushing buttons.
Blah! That was the very last chance Master Greevil gave me. How can I keep losing to some kid over and over? If there were a tree, I'd climb it to get away from all this.
I don't think any of my Pokemon leveled up that fight. Okay. Yes, the safest place to be, the caldera of a volcano.
You won't quit being a pest, will you?
Polax. Sounds like an off-brand drug name. I always thought that Glalie was Ice Dark, but apparently it's just an Ice type. And obviously it knows Bite, among other Dark type moves, but I can use Psychic on it without worry. Well, okay, I probably want to Psychic Yampharos and like get a not very effective
dab on lately. Ambrose is tanky enough that I didn't think that was going to take it out, but Gale, I think we can tolerate Gale. Unfortunately, we have to, since Gale is the only weather setting move that we have, and we don't have any other pretty abilities that'll do it for us. I mean, Espeon's special defense is better than its physical defense, that's for sure. So what if I take a risk? I'm gonna Psychic the Glalie because I'm faster than the Glalie. I'm gonna Body Slam the Ampharos because I'm faster than the Ampharos. Though I guess I could Light Screen, that might be a good defensive play. Hooray! Rayloom, a fighting type for me? Yeah. Dawn Fan. Dawn Fan's probably just gonna Earthquake. Let's be sure. That would fit with the rest of this game. Breloom certainly knows at least detect, if not protect. So I think we're just gonna double down on Dawn Fan, see if we can stop it from Earthquaking. Wow, that was all it took. Okay. I mean, maybe a miracle will happen. Maybe our Body Slam will paralyze it. No, don't Spore. This is on Espeon. Critical hit. Okay, that's garbage. We didn't make a spend point because we'd swapped in. Is Dugtrio really that weak? Pull out that freaking meme, I thought you were stronger. We saved right before this, so I'm just gonna reset. Disgusting. Yeah, come at me, bro. We'll just run it back like it was scripted. No hail, which is good or bad. That's not good. Without the hail, I'm a little concerned. A little bit more concerned. You just run this back, not worry. And with the paralysis, it doesn't matter.
So we are going to create a suspend point before we view. Again, we're going to do the same thing. Wow, why did you survive this time? Why did you survive this time? Okay, well. The trio is fast. It's very fast. So I'm gonna sludge Breloom and body slam the trio. Because I mean it's all shadow type, it doesn't know earthquake. Dead. But I need to kill the Breloom before it does annoying things. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Yeah. Piss off. Okay. Breloom is gonna die. Do I spend a turn killing it, or do I let poison kill it? I think let's kill it. I mean, hopefully the trio will attack Ampharos and get stacked from its own. Yeah. Heckin Arena Craft, or whatever it's called. Ampharos woke up. Wow, what a legend. Okay, well, we're gonna sing. I think we're gonna light screen. Do we? What do we do? Light screen isn't gonna help because it's using physical attacks. But anything else is gonna kill it or just not work. I could just throw a ball at it. That's fine. We can do that. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Since it seems to be gunning for Ampharos, we're just going to Toxic here, and we'll use a ball with Ampharos. And we will try an Ultra Ball. Why not? Yeah. That's fine. What weather move does Trio know? Oh, sunny day? Certainly not rain dance. Yeah, status conditions seem really good, so probably my first Pokemon is going to be Swalot against the team of Shadows and just toxic everything.
This isn't happening. It's not real.
Oh, it's real. Gonna go bring back Espeon. I don't really want to send Swallow out first. Let's just go with my two of my favorites. I don't like all of my Pokemon equally. I like the ones that I think are cute more. The ones that I could imagine having as actual pets. I'll be real. If Pokemon were real, I don't think I would ever want a Hariyama. Oh no, he went around.
All this. Sir, who allowed this child to penetrate our defenses so deeply? What is the meaning of this? The others can't be counted on at all. I'm giving you the responsibility of dealing with this child.
Master Yoda, sir.
You finally managed to anger Master Greevil. I thought I would end up battling you one day, but this isn't how I had hoped to face you. If we battle, it will only be unfulfilling and without meaning. Will you challenge me knowing that?
Sure, bud.
Fine, I understand, but once we begin, expect no mercy. That is my philosophy.
Sure, whatever floats your boat, guy. I fear he's gonna lead with, yeah, Manectric's definitely gonna be a Shadow Pokemon. Okay. So I think we're gonna try Shadow Ball Manectric, because I don't think that's gonna kill it, but I'm hoping Flamethrower Ninjask will kill it. Oh, bugger, why is it so fast? Why are they both so fast? Holy cow. Rip me, I guess. Okay, so your special defense is much higher than I was expecting, Manectric. Speed boost too, just a kick in the teeth. Dig, yeah, bye Houndoom. Shadow Sky, we're fine, that's fine, we'll deal with that. Okay, let's run that back. We'll try Psychic first and see how that goes. And probably just gonna dig again. That's okay. That's fine. That's what we wanted. That's what I like to see. Does Houndoom have ears? It kind of has horns rather than ears. Just side of its head kind of thing, or...
Nice. The Salamence, you prick. Bad news bears. But I mean, that does mean we could theoretically put Salamence on our team instead. If we wanted to go for it, we could swap out Espeon with Starmie, and then maybe Wall Rain with Salamence. Yeah, I mean, this is Wall Rain territory for sure. Excuse me. I don't think Houndoom's making it out here. I think that was clean enough, though. I don't think we need to keep that first suspend point. What do we do? I think... And Salamence is just level 50. It's just level 50 and faster than frickin'... Okay, dang. Like, Salamence is so cool and so strong. Big fan. Weather's good for something, at least. Marowak's also going to be a shadow Pokemon. If I remember right, Marowak is pure ground. It's not rock type. But I could be wrong about that. So I think Salamence is probably going to be strong enough to survive, I don't know, even a 4x strength Aurora Beam. I don't know if Marowak is going to survive, so let's try that. Let's see what they do. I'm okay with Shadow Hold. That's fine. Nice. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so that did take it out. Okay. That's bad. That's bad that it takes the Salamence out. Just body slam the Salamence. Hopefully this doesn't roll differently and act. Okay, again, this is why suspend points are so great. Shadow Rush. Come on, Bam. You were so... We're gonna try that one more time. One more time. Thank you. Good. Okay. Not as much damage, but hopefully a good enough amount. Paralyze, just for me. Okay. Is that a one-hit KO move?
Okay, it just says recoil. That's fine. Thunderwave, Ultra Ball. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And the Lapras. Okay, well, we can... Hopefully we can Thunderwave that too. Sweet. Salamence, you the MVP for just using your turns, making sure I can't swap Pokemon. When I don't want to swap Pokemon in the first place. And are you going to use Shadow Sky again? That'd be cool. Pretty neat. Okay, so let's Thunderwave again. Just get them slow. I am more scared of the Salamence than I am the Lapras, so let's keep wearing it down. Cool, and we can hail if we want. Youth. Okay. We're gonna try a double body slam. Nice. That's definitely gonna take out Walring. It was fun Walring. That's probably gonna like the two of them, if we're being honest. Maybe I could have light screen, and that might have been a smart choice there. But we've got our two tanks left. So let's fake out Lapras and Ultra Ball Salamence. The downside to snagging all of these Shadow Pokemon is that you don't get experience for catching Pokemon in this game. If Lapras's stats are better than Walrein, we might swap Lapras out for Walrein. Because Lapras is a pretty good tanky Pokemon that can still deal damage, and would not be bad for frontlining against Shadow Pokemon. I'm a little concerned about killing at this point. Because Hariyama is going to be super effective with Brick Break and probably super effective with Rock Tomb. We're going to try the Rock Tomb. And probably try a Shockwave as well. Just because I think Lapras has a good special defense, and it's not a stab. So I don't think that's going to be a concern. It's if Hariyama's physical attack is going to... Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah. Because what I'm thinking is if we could, what I can do is toxic both of the Pokemon at the front, and then swap to Shadow Pokemon, and then especially if Lapras has like Recover, that is a move that it remembers as it is. We're just gonna throw a Great Ball because I don't think it's gonna catch it, and then we're gonna Shockwave. But, I mean, if we Toxic with Swalot, we send out Swalot and a Shadow Pokemon. Toxic, Toxic, and then swap the Swalot out for another Shadow Pokemon. That could be effective. I was gonna praise Swallow. Oh, hey! Well, good job hanging on there, giving us at least one more shot here. So I think the Ultra Ball is going to work. I think it's going to work, but we're going to use another Moo Moo Milk on the off chance that it doesn't. So yeah, if Lapras has better stats. I don't know if it will, but if it does, then we can swap Lapras for Walrein. And Salamence for someone. Probably not Hariyama. I mean, we lost totally. Like, Salamence, it could be for Espeon. You are powerful, much more than I had imagined. If you aim to stop our plan, then you should keep going. However, the Grandmaster's power is probably far greater than you can imagine. I doubt you will beat the man. Hey, thanks for lowering that gate, man. It's nice than having to go the long way. One max revive. So, A, we're definitely going to go back and buy more Ultra Balls first before we go try to fight Greevil. B, let's check out Pokemon. And C, I am just genuinely scared. Okay, so your stats are definitely not higher offensively than Walrein's. But your special defense is nothing to sneeze at. I'm gonna bet the legendary birds are special defense or special attackers. And blocks critical hits. It's not bad. Yeah, you're just a monster. You are absolutely just a monster. Defense isn't all that high, but I mean, does it matter? So Lapras's physical defense is a lot lower. That puts it worse against the Rhyhorn Tauros front line, assuming that is the front. I think we'll just go get stomped first and see how badly we get stomped, and then we can experiment a little bit. But we're going to get stomped after we buy probably 2 or 3 dozen more Ultra Balls and at least a few more full restores. I mean, maybe it's probably worth it, right? It's probably worth it to have 2 Shadow Pokemon. It's not like I do have some timer balls. I did some reading where it indicated that before Gen 4, before they were reworked in Gen 4, it takes genuinely like 40 turns for timer balls to be on par with Ultra Balls. I could have misunderstood for sure, but the number of turns it takes for them to be better is a lot. So I have like 6 that'll be my like Hail Marys. But I have a lot of money. So this is probably good. You don't sell. We will buy a couple more revives. Maybe not that many. Maybe buy 5. If they're special defense bulky, then I might swap. I might swap Houndoom out, because Houndoom is going to be good for Articuno, but Hariyama's Rock Throw is really going to be good for Articuno compared to anything else. And so if it's just special defense bulky, then Houndoom's in the worst position for that. So Salamence for Houndoom, Lapras for Walrein. I feel bad because, as stated at the top of this video, Houndoom is my favorite. Oh, and I want to. I guess Lapras doesn't know Ice type move, so it doesn't matter to give Lapras Never Melt Ice. Snorlax has leftovers as well, and so I definitely wanted to give leftovers to Lapras. Frick. You can't move items in this game, as far as I'm aware. So we have to put Snorlax in our party. Yeah, I'm certain that there's a good chance that I misinterpreted as well. So I'm like, no shade, no nothing. I have 6 timer balls, and that's probably gonna be the most that I'm investing in timer balls at the moment. I don't think I have any other combat items I can give. I can give him a friggin' berry or something.
I mean, I'll be real, Chief. I don't think I'm going to survive 30 turns if it's actually going to be a straight up 30 turns, not without a ton of items and whatnot. But at the very least, it won't have to be max effective to still be effective. And again, I imagined them more as Hail Marys than consistent plans. Water fighting is great against rock ground. Thick club, huh? Okay. So we'll give it a whirl. Swallowed at the front. I think Swallowed and Lapras. Oh, so you have even come this far. I had no idea that a mere child like you would pursue me this long. Professor Crane, Data ROMs, and the Lair, you alone derailed every one of our well-laid plans. Well, perhaps not just you. The news broadcasted by ONBS did not help Cyber's cause at all. However, my Shadow Pokemon plan isn't finished yet. The final act is about to unfold. Having come this far, I think you've earned the right to know what I have planned. The creation of Shadow Pokemon that permanently resist purification. That was the first step. Next, I plan to create an army of Shadow Pokemon that work independently on my orders alone. When this second step is done, I will take over the world without having to rely on bothersome people. And now... let me introduce you to my faithful servant, the one that shall become the central figure in my Shadow Pokemon army. Come forth, XD001! Codename XD001. Now freed of all adjustments, I present to you Shadow Lugia. This Lugia is the first of the Shadow Pokemon that cannot be purified. Now let us celebrate the completion of my Shadow Pokemon plan in advance. Fall prey to Shadow Lugia! Okay, I'm kind of mostly here just to frickin' see if this team is going to do any good against his actual team. So I'm just gonna, we're just gonna try this on for size. Shadow Storm. We have a save point. I should have made a suspend point. Maybe I could be a really cheeky, have an empty slot in my team for Lugia, and then use Lugia against Greevil. Maybe that's the whole point. How dare you, child! How dare you snag my Shadow Lugia, my one loyal subject! There's nothing left, but I will personally see to the total destruction of your Pokemon. Fall! Oh, he got off his stool, and his eyes, holy cow.
Oh, a shadow Pokemon. Oh, a shadow Pokemon. Okay, good to know. Toxic. Hey, the Rhydon isn't level 50. Small miracles, right? Let's get that Moltres down to start, shall we? And we'll just Shadow Storm. It's not very effective. We're probably going to do some ungodly thing like lower my special attack or something, right? We should probably make a suspend point here if we're going to at least attempt this. Nice. Way to go, Rhydon. MVP right there. Okay, so we'll Toxic Rhydon, we'll Shadow Storm again. That's okay. The chat is a very invariable delay time on YouTube for me for whatever reason. So I tend to keep it good. I try to keep it good. Oh no, you're gonna stop me from swapping out? That's actually bad. That's gonna really hamper my attempts to use Swallow to just Toxic everything. I try to keep a good, like, long-term memory of, or short-term memory of what people have said. We'll try to get Moltres down with a Shockwave. That's a critical hit, you prick! Okay, well, Rhydon is the one that we're scared of the most because Rhydon can't be paralyzed with Thunder Wave. So we're hopeful that we'll be able to stagger it a little bit, swap in Ampharos, paralyze, swap back out. We can also revive Swallow, which honestly might just be the right idea. That's a lot of recoil right on. So we have to catch Rhydon now. We have to attempt to at least, because it's going to die if we don't. So let's Ultra Ball. I think this is turn 3. And then this is the last fight in the game, so we have a max revive. We might as well use it. One. Oh, a shadow Pokemon. So I kind of don't want to catch Moltres this turn. But I think I have to, because it's gonna faint. So let's swap out to Swallow. We want to keep Lapras out. I want to keep the very first suspend point, just in case we want to restart this whole battle. Oh, that's bad. Just use it on frickin' Lapis again, okay? Thanks. Gotta hold. Son of a gun. But at least we swapped out in time. Fingers crossed, Moltres, don't die. Frick. Okay. So it is just, we pray that the ball works. And I mean, I'll be real, I'm not opposed to just throwing again and again until the ball works. Since it's the first part of the fight, or the first part of the turn, we just load the suspend point. But, I mean, it felt like we just got unlucky, so I'm happy it worked the second time. But again, our concern now is that they have two Pokemon after Toxic. And one of them is probably just going to kill Swallow. Because I feel like Paros is going to be pretty quick, too. Two, by the way. Okay. Let's Toxic Executor first. Shadow Sky, great, 10 out of 10. No! I didn't suspend point, and I don't want to go back to the frickin' Moltres turn. It's a lot of recoil, bro. We don't need this, so let's overwrite here. I think we got a Toxic Executor, right? Do we? We could try singing it. Goodness gracious, we'll give it a shot. Is the move Executor used just that strong? Does Executor have a massively high physical attack for some reason? Or just a massively high special attack, even though that's Lapis's highest stat? Like... Double this! Come on! What is this? What is this? I think that's enough that Weather isn't going to kill the Swallow. Yeah, just barely, just barely. But if Executor is just going to be suicidal like that, we might need to go back and send out Ampharos instead. Just for the Paralyze. Or we could go back and try Toxic again, but... Anyway. We'll Hail Mary with the Ultra Ball here and see if it works in spite of not having a status condition, and we'll... Hyper Potion. I mean, this works, it's legendary, but... I pressed A when the ball closed around the Pokemon Ground. I'm holding it. I love that they're just hyper-fixating on Lapras, though.
Okay, I mean, Swallet, I'm pretty sure Swallet's faster than Executor, so we're going to try singing it, even though it's likely not to work. I don't want to risk losing Lapras to the crit, so I think we're going to use a Soda Pop. Well, use a Lemonade. I think 80 is just over, yeah. I mean, I'll be real. I'm jealous. I'm jealous at most things that have self-sustained flight. It worked! You missed twice with Toxic and you hit with Sing, you absolute mad lad. Crazy. Absolutely insane. So we have a choice now. If Tauros uses Rush on Swallet again, Swallet's probably gone. I could Toxic Tauros though. I mean, we got a suspend point here. We're gonna keep this one that is before the swap out, in case we do need to go back for Ampharos. But I think we'll overwrite here. Do we try to heal the Swallet, or do we try to catch the Executor? If we are choosing to Toxic the Swallet, we could just potion Swallet. Lemonade would heal it all but one point. I think we're gonna use a more polite phrase than what I'm thinking. We're going to have guts, and we're going to pray that Swallet can handle it. If indeed Tauros looks at the purple as red as compared to going after Lapras more. Come on, baby. 3. It's a shadow Pokemon. Rush. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, boy. Now don't miss. You're breaking my balls here, Swallow. You are really doing a number on my heart rate. That's 3 missed Toxics. Does it even have PP left? Like... Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness Swallow can still do it. Ooh. I guess we are concerned because Zapdos will not suffer from Thunder Wave either. We want to keep Swallow alive so it can Toxic Zapdos. We'll only have 2 PP left though. I think we're gonna try singing on Tauros. Like, what do we have to lose? Like, we'll just Hyper Potion again. That's fine. Again, we don't want the swap right now. We want the cap. I think Articuno is probably just hyper-focused on Swallow. Yeah, okay. Reasonable that the Sing missed, not that the Toxic missed 3 times in a row, though. But truly, all we need to do is hold out for Articuno to die. As long as Tauros keeps doing non-lethal things. So... I think we can get rid of the first suspend point now. Keep this in case we want to... but let's overwrite the first one. Well, not the very first one, but this one. Because I want to Shockwave Articuno. If they double down on Swallow, then we're good. But as long as Tauros continues to focus Lapras, then we're good. Critical hit. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It is what it is. We can revive, or we can rely on body slam to try to paralyze that dose. We'll give it a shot, to say the least. So we'll Thunder Wave Tauros and we'll Shadow Storm. Ampharos' special defense is pretty good, so not too kill. And if you're just gonna try to use this, yeah. Go for it. Twist my arm. I seriously underestimated just how potent super effective was going to be. I'm going to try Body Slam on Taro. You can throw a Pokeball on him. I don't think Yellow Ball is going to work while it slows Yellow Health, but I'm afraid that a Shadow Storm plus Toxic at the tier it's at is going to kill it. So we'll try it. I don't think it's going to work. I think this is like around turn 10. We're almost at the point of Hail Mary timer balls. Yeah. Yeah. Just don't freeze. Why did I have to say anything? Why did I have to say anything? At least we haven't been burned. We didn't get burned by the Shadow Fire. That's at least something to celebrate. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So definitely suspend point here. Yeah, we'll overwrite this one. I think we're okay with the fact that Swallow died. But we gotta catch Articuno this turn. And then we'll restore Ampharos. Okay. Try that again. One more try before we just call it. It's aggravating that it was the first shake both times. My heart is telling me it's not going to work, and that's tragic, but... yeah. You said we can refight this guy, though, so I think we'll just... I think 3 attempts is the most I can justify without it being... raised. Without it just being like, without breaking the illusion of strategy and having it just be we're relying on RNG for that. So, Articuno, you are our badge of shame, and that's okay. We'll learn to live with you.
It's a shadow Pokemon. Okay, so we're gonna body slam Zapdos, try and paralyze it. Get wrecked. Go. Okay. We can send out Salamence just to whittle them down. We can revive Swalot. But I mean, yeah. We just send out Salamence. We can use Salamence's turn to heal Swalot and then send it back out to Sing on Zapdos. I'm not gonna worry. I'm not gonna use the max revive. Use a normal revive. That's okay. We have enough moves that will waste turns that we don't need to let them kill Salamence. That's fine. Also, none of my Pokemon have entered Breaker mode with this spell. Lapras never has. That's insane. Is it like rigged that it can't happen in this fight? Or does it only happen past a certain tier of purification? Frenzy mode, that's what it's called, I think. You can... So let's make another suspend point here. I think we're not going back to this point. Well... Let's erase this one. I mean, there's part of me that might want to fiddle around with this fight later. But the turn with the choice between Ampharos and Swallow might be significant enough, but it could let me catch Articuno. 4. Yeah, it's not very effective. So I think that Shadow Rush was a lot more effective. I said a lot more. It was a lot weaker than Shadow Storm. I think I can get at least one more off as long as it doesn't crit. Oh, I didn't close this port. Wow. I didn't close a lot of things. So we're gonna suspend again. But we're gonna do another Shadow Rush. And again, Shadow Shed. Yep. Get it as low as we can so we can't swap out. You're never gonna get through Lapras, my guy. Try all you like. And now we'll throw a Time Ball, because it's not gonna get better than this. And if it catches it, then maybe I will eat my words. Because it's probably around turn 15 or turn 20. There you go. 5. 5 out of 6. For a first attempt, that's honestly not bad. And getting screwed over by the RNG on basically as good as we could get for Articuno, that's tolerable. 10 grand. Thank you, Amulet Coin.
Wow. A mere child. A mere child crushed my cherished plan? What? This can't be! It's your fault! I won't forgive! There is no forgiving you! Grandmaster, we're done here! We should blow up Dark Isle with the child still on it! But if I did that, our Shadow Pokemon data and our subordinates would be lost as well. Grandmaster, such things get replaced. We must ensure our own survival. I've raided a helicopter for our escape. We've got to leave now. You're right. Wait. Please wait. You're willing to sacrifice everyone so you can escape? You should be ashamed. Ashamed? Clinging to foolish pride will guarantee Cypher's demise. Cypher must survive. That is our first duty. The Grand Master feels the same way. Yes, for Cypher's sake, sacrifices must be endured. What are you saying? The Shadow Pokemon Factory has been destroyed. XD001 was defeated. Nothing remains of Cypher. Silence! Cypher will live forever! If only this child hadn't... Grandmaster, please give the order to blow up Dark Isle. Yes, it can't be helped. Don't begrudge us, child. Stop! Let's put a stop to this. Father! Don't call him Father, call him the Grand Master! Father, you've lost sight of what is important. You are carried away by this whole Grand Master nonsense. It isn't possible to take over the world by producing powerful Pokemon. Just think of this child. This child's pure heart won out over XD001. We were in the wrong. Silence! 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 Why aren't you showing some spine? We've come so far! Cypher is finished. Father, you yourself should know that more than anyone. Ugh. Now please, stand up. This is how it should be. The laws of the land will render judgment on what we have done. Oh, everything I did, all of it was a mistake? Thanks to your courage, we were finally able to wake from our nightmare. Thank you. You'll have nothing to fear from us ever. You should return home to your family. Let us meet again, too. The next time we battle, it won't be as mortal enemies. I will look forward to it. Man, look at how grainy it got. When they decided to do a cutscene, it got worse than the actual engine.
Did they even know what was going on? Why are they celebrating? What does the average citizen know about this? We couldn't see Citadark Island from Gadian Port in the beginning. The angle never let us. Even when we walked across the bridges, we couldn't see it. What is happening? Why did they not let this cutscene team consult with the environment design team? Oh, my child has acquired 3 legendary birds and the Pokemon Lugia. Guess I can't make him go to bed on time anymore. Hey everyone, let's interrupt our jobs and lives to take a cute picture outside of our place just to celebrate this child who did everything we couldn't do. Anyway. Good stuff. If you're still in chat, Lambden, do you know where I go to try to catch Articuno again? Because if I can correct that in the last 18 minutes of stream, that'd be neat. I don't have any buttons that'll let me skip, so we're just gonna have to sit here and, I guess while this cutscene is playing, I can Google it. Okay, apparently it's just back at Citadark, so we can go. We can go try again right from the get-go, but he'll have a team of not Shadow Pokemon all at level 50, so it might actually be a little more difficult. And there are still 3 Shadow Pokemon whose locations I don't know. There's the Dragonite and 2 others. Presumably I missed them somewhere either on Citadark Island. Or they're just hidden in the post-game. But cool. Feel free not to stay for the attempts to recatch Articuno. I'll do a little wrap up because that's the end of this series. I have a couple of games that I want to try streaming for Monday and Fridays until we go dark for a bit. I know what my last stream is going to be before going dark for sure. But I've acquired a number of games that are, I say acquired, like a lot of Humble Bundles have been purchased recently, and so there's some really cool games to mess around with, and a couple of VR ones as well that I might stream. 2005, huh? Interesting. Dear Pax, I've heard that you returned from Citadark Isle. I sent this message as an invitation to the Ore Coliseum. We'll be arriving shortly to ask you in person. The email is cut off, yeah. We could probably talk to all these people for things, but old man's gonna come out and chat us up. Yep. Pax, have you read that email I sent you? I panicked and sent the email before I finished it, but I'm glad to hear that you received it. I was inspired by your battle exploits, Pax. You see, it made me want to have a battle with you. That said, Pax, there are countless trainers that we honored to battle as Cypher's nemesis. I therefore decided to take charge and organize a Coliseum event. Impressed? But before we talk, we must battle. You and I, and go! Crap. Surely all of my Pokemon will be healed, right? I mean, I'm not too scared of two Pichus. Let's not worry about Toxic. Shadow Storm is probably going to do a number of these Pichu. Yeah. The Pikachus afterwards, I'm a little more concerned about in the Raichu finally. But Salamence will come in handy for clearing out. Rough. Are you gonna Rain Dance Thunderbolt me, you pricks? I said Thunderbolt, Thunder, yeah. Cool. Thanks for hitting Swallow, not the Pokemon that would have been good against. Shame that it crit the already nearly dead one. Be done. Yeah. Yep. So I'm going to definitely send out Hariyama to fake out. But I think Salamence first, in case they are doubling down on Lapras. I don't want them to take out Hariyama first. That was my hope, that they were going to take out Swallow. So we'll fake out one of them. Probably this one, and we'll Shadow Rush, the one that's already been damaged. Because Dragon resists electric. The flying will make it neutral if they do choose to. But yeah, Salamence is very fast. Yes. Cool. Yeah, cool. Got him. Oh, I knew it, but bravo! I repeat, bravo! It's no wonder that Cypher has their eyes on you. I must say I enjoyed myself tremendously. I'm sure that the trainers who have gathered at the Ore Coliseum will be delighted to face you. Please, we'd very much like you to come. Cool. Post-game. I don't know. Maybe I will. I'm probably not going to stream more of this game. But I might do it on my own, because we beat the boss. We won. We had the credits roll. That's all I was really here for. But again, we're gonna go a little late, and we're gonna go try to catch Articuno just to mop that up. Google suggested that you could just fight him at the Dark Island, but didn't specify I needed to do anything prior to that, so I'm hoping that we can just go back to that boss arena and throw down with his actual team. And honestly, if it's gonna be mostly not Shadow Pokemon, I think we're just gonna lead with Salaman's Lapras. Just try to wipe their team as quickly as we can. Oh, hello. Battle CD. Wow. Yeah, I mean, the monitor suggests that he's just chilling down there. So let's...
Now, let us celebrate the success of my Shadow Pokemon plan in advance.
So it is just a... Okay, that's cute. Whatever. Whatever. Hey, those were Shadow Pokemon before, but now they're not going to be Shadow Pokemon, and I'm actually kind of scared that Manectric is going to take out my Lapras. Which would be really, really bad. The Intimidate is very good against the Swala, though. Facade. No, Facade is not Fake Out. Facade deals bonus damage if it's paralyzed or poisoned or asleep. Is Manectric faster than Lapras? Yes, it is. Correct. Okay. Don't get paralyzed. Hello, Mr. HK. Nice to see you again. Articuno already. So we could swap out to Ampharos. I mean, we could also just try to wipe the rest of their team first. I don't hate trying to wipe the rest of their team while Articuno is just going to use moves that are not super effective. No worries, life is busy, work is important. Not being poor is very important in our day and age. Having income is good. Starmie, not scared of Starmie. If you didn't see, for what it's worth, I did finish Dark Souls 3, so you can watch the VODs on YouTube if you're interested, including all the DLC. It was a lot of fun, mostly. Of course you know Thunderbolt. Of course Thunderbolt is Thunderbolt. But it's not stab, so it's not as scary. And once I finish moving in June, I'll be playing Elden Ring now, if you are a fan of other Souls-likes, as well as the traditional Dark Souls games. So feel free to tune into those sometime in the middle of June. I'll get the computer set up again. Dang. Well, okay, at least Salamence is getting faster. Not to mention, I'm just gonna frickin' Hyper Potion. Salamence isn't gonna be faster, so it is good that I Hyper Potion. Intimidate for pain. What are the odds that Granville knows an electric type move? I think we're gonna use Salamence to heal Lapras. Just for the special attack of Shadow Storm. And the spread, we want to chip away at Articuno too. Earthquake. Doesn't affect Salamence, isn't gonna hurt Lapras all that much. Never mind, it's gonna hurt Lapras a lot. Let's see if we can take out Greevil even with Intimidate. Maybe not. It'll be close, it'll be close. Okay. Dodged a bullet there. Pterodactyl, that's disgusting. That rock slide is gonna hurt. I think we just... Ancient Power. Okay. We can lose Salamence here. Let's send out Ampharos. But Ampharos might just eat Shadow Chill here and die. If you freeze, I swear. Okay, we're gonna Thunder Wave Articuno, just get that off, and we're gonna heal Ampharos. Yeah, scary. And they get the stat boost. We want Hariyama to fake out Aerodactyl so that Ampharos can Thunder Punch it. It's gonna really suck if we freeze here, though. Okay. Yes, good. Okay. New suspend point. We can override this slot. Let's body slam. And I mean, let's see if quick rate kills it, that's fine. We can run it back, but yeah, didn't think so. Pretty sure sand attack works regardless of typing, like most stats changing moves. Yes, okay. Cool. Cool. I swear if this doesn't catch you or Akuno, you really just hate me personally. Holy cow, you hate me personally, Articuno? Man, what did I ever do to you? I mean, I don't think it's been 10 turns yet. But we'll try it. Moltres, the only bird that was nice and wanted to hang out with me. Makes me feel the tiniest bit satisfied that that didn't work. That's tolerable. Well, at least for the Ultra Balls at it until its accuracy is at the bottom. Cool. So, 6. We got the Shadow Pokemon that are in the main game. Feels good. Feels good. Yeah, I'll probably play more of this on my own. If I ever attempt to do the endgame Coliseum battles, I might stream that for a fun-off. I'm not going to read all of this dialogue again. I might know. Let's at least get to the credits, shall we? But yeah, the plan. So I have streams all next week. I think I'll only have 2 extra streams to do. On the 25th, I have a game that I'll stream that I feel really good about. I'm not going to spoil it yet. I'm excited for it though. I'm not sure exactly what we'll do on Monday. Wednesday next week, Wednesday the 20th, is when Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core comes out. And I've been waiting for so long, 7 months of active waiting and watching dev streams and whatever. We'll be playing that on May 20th. My friend and mod Michael and I will be delving the core that has gone rogue. Skip Thursday's stream, because we'll do that on Wednesday. And then Friday, I don't know, we'll see. I'm leaning towards Subnautica 2 on one of those days. Just pull up my Steam library. See some of the games. I mean, there was a play test that I got access to that I would be kind of interested in streaming. Might do a VR stream. I got a VR Humble Bundle full of interesting games that I am interested in playing.
Black Jacket was a huge, exciting thing to hear that it was going to be early access. I think it's early access, not early access, then launch this month. Not early access, but words. So maybe I'll play Black Jacket on stream, because that's a one. But yeah. So there will be 3 more streams before I take a break to move. Because I'll be moving out before the end of the month, and I don't know if I want to deal with trying to do a stream when I'm going to need to be cleaning and whatnot 2 weeks from now. So anyway, once again, thank you for watching. This whole stream, for those who just joined, this whole stream is a VOD series. You can watch the whole playthrough through if you're interested, but it's good. GameCube online or GameCube emulator for the Nintendo Switch Online. After the patch, solid. We didn't experience any bugs or anything in this playthrough. Feels good. And I love this game. Glad to get to play it again. Again, my final recommendation, I would probably evolve Eevee into a Vaporeon rather than Espeon like I did, because you get a Kirlia fairly early, and I think Carnivore is probably better than Espeon if you're going to have a Psychic type in the first place. Which I don't know if I would even recommend. Like, having a good flying type and a good ground type might have been better, but who can say? So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to like the video. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I always like having people come back. I always like recognizing names of people who are chatting. Shout outs to Lambden, who was very helpful with a lot of random facts about this game. And yeah, I hope you all have a good weekend. I'm probably not going to let the credits play through all the way twice. Probably not worth it. No one really here wants to sit for that. If you just go back and to where the credits were playing before, that'll be a satisfying ending. So yeah, have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you one last time, and as always, bye-bye.